Again mine eyes were fixed on Beatrice, and with mine eyes my soul, that in her looks found all contentment. Yet no smile she wore, and, did I smile, quoth she, thou wouldst be straight like Semele when into ashes turned, for, mounting these eternal palace stairs, my beauty, which the loftier it climbs, as thou hast noted, still doth kindle more, so shines, that, were no tempering interposed, thy mortal puissance would from its rays shrink, as the leaf doth from the thunderbolt. Into the seventh splendor are we wafted, that underneath the burning lion's breastbeams, in this hour, commingled with his might, thy mind be with thine eyes, and in them mirrored the shape, which in this mirror shall be shown. Whoso can deem, how fondly I had fed my sight upon her blissful countenance, may know, when to new thoughts I choned, what joy to do the bidding of my heathen ly guide, in equal balance poising either weight. Within the crystal, which records the name, as its remoter circle girds the world, of that loved monarch, in whose happy reign no ill had power to harm, I saw reared up, in color like to sun-illumined gold, a ladder, which my ken pursued in vain, so lofty was the summit, down whose steps I saw the splendors in such multitude descending, every light in heaven, methought, was shed thence. As the rooks, at dawn of day bestirring them to dry their feathers chill, some speed their way afield, and homeward some, returning, cross their flight, while some abide and will around their airy lodge, so seemed that glitterance, wafted on alternate wing, as upon certain stair it met, and clashed it shining. And one lingering near us, waxed so bright, that in my thought, said, the love, which this betokens me, admits no doubt. Unwillingly from question I refrain, to her, by whom my silence and my speech are ordered, looking for a sign, whence she, who in the sight of him, that seeth all, saw wherefore I was silent, prompted me to indulge the fervent wish, and I began, I am not worthy, of my own desert, that thou shouldst answer me, but for her sake, who hath vouchsafed my asking, Spirit blessed, that in thy joy art shrouded. Say the cause, which bringeth thee so near, and wherefore, say, doth the sweet symphony of paradise keep silence here, pervading with such sounds of rapt devotion every lower sphere? Mortal art thou in hearing as in sight, was the reply, and what forbade the smile of Beatrice interrupts our song. Only to yield thee gladness of my voice, and of the light that vests me, I thus far descend these hallowed steps, not that more love invites me, for lo, there aloft, as much or more of love is witnessed in those flames, but such my lot by charity assigned, that makes us ready servants, as thou sayest, to execute the counsel of the highest. That in this court, said I, O sacred lamp, love no compulsion needs, but follows free eternal providence, I well discern, this harder find to deem, why of thy peers thou only to this office wert foredoomed. I had not ended, when, like rapid mill, upon its center whirled the light, and then the love, that did inhabit there, replied, splendor eternal, piercing through these folds, its virtue to my vision knits, and thus supported, lifts me so above myself, that on the sovereign essence, which it wells from, I have the power to gaze, and hence the joy, wherewith I sparkle, equaling with my blaze the keenness of my sight. But not the soul, that is in heaven most lustrous, nor the seraph that hath his eyes most fixed on God, shall solve what thou hast asked, for in abyssed lies of everlasting statutes sunk so low, that no created ken may fathom it. And, to the mortal world when thou return'st, be this reported, that none henceforth dare direct his footsteps to so dread a bourne. The mind, that here is radiant, on the earth is wrapped in mist. Look then if she may do, below, what passeth her ability, when she is ta'en to heaven. By words like these admonished, I the question you arg'd no more, and of the Spirit humbly sued alone to instruct me of its state. Twixt either shore of Italy, nor distant from thy land, a stony ridge ariseth, in such sort, the thunder doth not lift his voice so high, they call it Catria, at whose foot a cell is sacred to the lonely eremite, for worship set apart in holy rites. A third time thus it spake, then added, there so firmly to God's service I had heard, that with no costlier viands than the juice of olives, easily I passed the heats of summer and the winter frosts, content in heaven-ward musings. Rich were the returns and fertile, which that cloister once was us to render to these heavens, now tea is fallen into a waste so empty, that ere long detection must lay bare its vanity. Pietro Damiano there was I yclept, Pietro the sinner, when before I dwelt beside the Adriatic, in the house of our blessed Lady. Near upon my close of mortal life, through much importuning I was constrained to wear the hat that still from bad to worse it shifted. Cephas came, he came, who was the Holy Spirit's vessel, barefoot and lean, eating their bread, as chanked, at the first table. Modern shepherds need those who on either hand may prop and lead them, so burly are they grown, and from behind others to hoist them. Down the palfrey's side spread their broad mantles, so as both the beasts are covered with one skin. O patience! Thou that look'st on this and doth endure so long. I at those accents saw the splendors down from step to step alight, and wheel, and wax, each circuiting, more beautiful. Round this they came, and stayed them, uttered them a shout so loud, it hath no likeness here, nor I wist what it spake, so deafening was the thunder.